Good morning, my dear students. So, in unit 2, so as we have discussed in our session 1, so these are the contents will be there in the unit 2, and we have already discussed about what is MapReduce, and we are going to discuss about understanding of API for MapReduce and these driver codes. So, this will be the today's topics for us, that is about traditional way which they used to follow without the implementation of MapReduce, and we will see about MapReduce paradigm, and we are going to see about how MapReduce works. So, just we will revise the content before going to see much about today's session. So, we have discussed that what is MapReduce. So, MapReduce is nothing but, so map is a one individual method and reduce is a individual method, and with the help of the MapReduce mechanism, we are going to supply as an algorithm to the data which is present on the nodes. So, that we have discussed in our previous sessions, that nodes are implemented on the Hadoop cluster, and we have seen about the advantages of the MapReduce, that is called as parallel processing is one advantage of MapReduce, and another advantage of MapReduce is data locality. So, what is the data locality is, wherever the data is present, let the data could be present there itself, and I am going to supply my algorithm. So, the movement of algorithm is cheaper than movement of the data, that is your data locality. So, that we have discussed in the advantages of MapReduce. So, we have seen where this MapReduce is used. So, in our previous sessions we have discussed much. The MapReduce can be implemented in the healthcare sectors, the MapReduce can be implemented for the weather data sets, on sensors, the MapReduce can be implemented at oil and gas industries, and the MapReduce can even be implemented at this coronavirus COVID-19 data set analysis also. So, likewise the MapReduce can be implemented at any level wherever I have large data sets. So, these were the contents we have discussed in our previous session. So, let us start with the session. So, this is the general traditional way previously used to implement without the MapReduce mechanism. That is, we have very big data, and this big data used to split into smaller pieces likewise, and this big data, to find out the matching words or to find out the common words, they used to work with the grep command, right? They used to work with the grep command, and using the grep is a Unix command, using the grep command, global regular expression print command we call as a, and using this command, wherever the matching data is available in these splits, wherever matching data is available in these splits, that is going to be collected, and all matching information will be kept in this all matches file, and all these matches file will be stored by using the cat command of the Unix. So, using the cat command, whatever the matching words are there, they are going to store in this file, right. So, this was the traditional approach of making use of MapReduce, or making use of, or finding the common words, or finding the repeating words from the very big data file, right. So, this is my big data. So, they used to make use of splits, and they used to run the grep command, and wherever the matching words are there, they used to store in the file by using the cat. So, this was the traditional approach. So, what was the drawback with this traditional approach is, this was quite okay as long as there was no unstructured data is present, there was no structure, there was no semi-structured data was present. Once the data was started getting unstructured and semi-structured, this grep command is not possible to work. So, they require something, additional tool or additional mechanism to implement. So, how to do that we are going to see now. So, this is our MapReduce paradigm. how this MapReduce paradigm is working is, you can see here, this is my overall MapReduce word count process. So just I am taking an example of a word count process. So this is my file, and I am assuming that this file is my input file, and this input file consists of some words. And you see here, there are certain words are there: deer, beer, river, car, likewise there are certain words are there, and some words are repeated also. So what is my job is, using the MapReduce, I want to find out how many similar words are there. Beer is repeated for how many number of times, river is repeated for how many number of times, and deer is repeated for how many number of times. That is my job. So without using the traditional mechanism, if I am implementing the MapReduce paradigm, how this is going to implement is, so this is my input, and this input I am going to pass now. So we have different phases. This is called as my splitting, mapping, shuffling, reducing, and last is called as final result, right? So in the splitting stage, what is going to happen is, every individual line is going to be splitted. Every individual line is going to be splitted in the form of K and V, that is called as a key and value pairs. So in this input file, since I am having 3 lines, I got 3 splittings: splitting 1, splitting 2, splitting 3. And every splitting has been divided in the form of key and value, that is called as K1 V1, K2 V2, K3 V3 likewise. Once the splitting process is completed, next it moves to the mapping process. What is this mapping process is? In the mapping process, it makes a list. And what will be the parameters present in the list? The parameters present in the list are again key and value. That means the working style of MapReduce is completely based on key and value process only. So you can see here, this word again, that means in this line, you can see here, it has been broken into single words. So in one line I have 3 words are there. So I kept here deer, beer and river. It's there for 1 1, so I am putting as 1 1. Again car 1, river 1, deer 1, car 1, beer 1. So in this manner the mapping has been done, and we made the list also. And the list is nothing but K2 and V2. So splitting is my K1 and V1, and mapping is my list. List is K2 comma V2. So already the list method is there in the data structures. So already in our previous sessions we have used it when you are learning about the Java, right. In the shuffling process, what is going to happen is, this K2 I am taking, and I am taking use of list method again, and in the list I am passing the values, that is called as a V2. So this K2 I am taking here list method, and in the list method I am passing the parameter that is called as a V, right, V2, that is called as a. So now what I am doing now, here shuffling process is happening. So wherever my beer is there, here beer is there, so I kept beer and 1. And again you have a beer, he is here, so I kept beer here, and again 1 comma 1, so 1 more is added here. Again you can see here, car, so here car is not there, so from this block nothing is moving, and car is here 1, again car 1, and here no more cars are there, again car is here 1, so 1 comma 1 comma 1. Similarly deer you don't you have a deer here, we don't have a deer here, again from here we have a deer. So I am making a list like this, right. So that is a shuffling process. Again, when you go for reducing, as the word map and reduce, so these are all your map tasks we call as a. What is the reducing job? Reducing is nothing but it is an aggregation. So what is happening with the reducing here? We are performing the aggregation. So how many bees are there? 1 comma 1, that is 1 plus 1, 2. How many cars are there? 3 cars are there. 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3. So it is became 3. Deer, it comes 2. River, it comes 2. So ultimately the final result I am making as a, list that is called as a K3 and V3. So these are the words. That means beer is repeated for 2 times and car is repeated for 3 times in the input file, and deer is repeated for 2 times in the input file, and river is repeated for 2 times in the input file. So in this manner the map reduce paradigm is implemented. So I am repeating in a short and sweet manner. So I am passing the input file. Once the input file is passed, every line is going to be broken or splitted. So since I am having a 3 lines, so I got 3 splits. If I have 100 lines in my input file, 100 splittings is going to happen. If I am having 1,000 lines in the input file, 1,000 splittings are going to happen. After that, mapping is going to be done here. That means every individual words are going to be broken in the mapping phase. Then shuffling is going to happen. Shuffling is nothing but wherever the similar words are there, they will be shuffled at one places. Something like all Ford cars will be at one places, all Shift cars will be at one places, likewise. And reducing, we are going to do the aggregation job here, and at last the final result is nothing but how many words are repeated in that file. How many, that means car is repeated for how many times, deer is repeated for how many times, river is repeated for how many times. So in this manner the map reduce is going to work. Now you may be having a question that if my file size is increased, then the splitting is going to be more, there will be a more mapping process will be there will be more shuffling process will be there will be more reducing process will be there. Yes, internally it will take time. That is the reason the job of the map reduce has been replaced by Spark. Spark is a new technology present in the Hadoop ecosystem. So when we were discussing about the Hadoop ecosystem, we have discussed about HBase, Hive, Pig, Mahout, we have discussed about MapReduce. So since the process of the MapReduce is little bit time consuming algorithm, basically it is. So this job of the MapReduce has been taken by a new technology called as Spark. So whatever the job done by the Spark of this word count program, the Spark will do within just 1 second or 1 minute of time, the job will be completed. So that what is Spark, that we are going to discuss in our next upcoming sessions. So we are going to see how this MapReduce works. So how this MapReduce works is, the MapReduce works like this. We have the map function which takes the input from the disk and it takes in the form of a key and value pairs. The entire working process of the MapReduce is based on key value pairs only. So the map function takes input from the disk as key and value pairs, process them. After processing them, it produces another set of intermediate key and value pairs. That means after MapReduce is processed, it is going to produce another set of key and value pair, that is called the intermediate key value pairs. And that means the map function is taking the key value pair. After processing, it is producing another set of intermediate key value pairs. It is producing another set of intermediate key value pairs. So entire working style of the MapReduce is based on the key value pairs only. The map function, after performing the map function, there will be a reduce function, and this reduce function will take input. What it will take the input? It will take the input as key value pairs, and it produces key value pair output only again. That means the reduce function will also take the input as a key value pair. After processing it, the job of the reducer is nothing but performing the aggregation. After processing the aggregation job, again it performs the key value pairs only. So in this fashion, the map reduce works. You can see here, already we have seen the map reduce paradigm. You can see here, I am passing my input file. The input file consists of some data, and after the input file, that means the map function takes the input file. This function is taking the input file, and after that it is processing, it is splitting, and these also formed in the form of a key and value pairs. Then map function will come here. Here, as per the previous word count example only, X is one word, B and again B, C one time, B one time, A one time, X one time, A one time, C one time. Now here we are doing the mapping is over. Here combiners and partitioners are there. We are going to see that later, not now. So now we will consider as a shuffling. Here we are shuffling here, or we can use combining also. So wherever the X is there, so it is going, X is in this block, and C is in this block, B is in this block, and A is in this block. So wherever the C is there, C will go, all C's will go here, and all X will go here, and all B will go here, and all A's will go here. And ultimately the reducing job will be coming here, right? So in this fashion, the map reduce will be working, right? So in the previous diagram, I kept here as a shuffling. So we'll discuss about the partitioning part later, not now. So you no need to worry about the partition. You can just ignore it now for time being. Later we are going to see as a separate topic. So I repeat it once again. The map reduce works in this fashion. The map function takes the input from the disk as a key value pair, and then it processes it. And then produces another set of intermediate key value pairs as an output, and the reduce function will also take as an input as a key value pairs, and again its output is also key value pairs. This is the working style of the map reduce. You can see here how the map reduce is working through the diagram. You can see here we have the input file, and the input file I am passing as a some text or binary database or whatever it could be. Then I am performing a splitting here. And here you have a map functions are there, and these are generating intermediate key value pairs. After that, shuffling process is happening. In the shuffling process, wherever the similar words are there or same words are there, that will be going to that particular areas, and then reducing job is happening here. So here, according to the partition, hash key to be reduced, that means hash key to reducer task. So here we are going to say about the reduce methods. The reduce method will perform the aggregation here, and then the output will be given as a key value pairs. So in this fashion, the map reduce will be working. So I have shown you the map reduce in 3 different styles. This is one way of working with the map reduce. This is another way of working with the map reduce, and this is another way of working the map reduce. This is another example. So we have seen 3 paradigms. So this is one I have shown you, this one, and this is another one example, and this is the third phase. Thank you so much. Now we are going to see the demonstration of the word count program, and through that we are going to learn about mapper code, driver code, reducer code.